All right, all right, all right. Coming back at you with another lesson. I want to apologize in advance if this class is short. I forgot I was even coming out to the streets today. I forgot what day it was. So instead of just going off the top, we're going to have a review. And of course, I got a whole book full of notes. So I already picked out what we're going to talk about today. And the notes that I pulled out were titled, this class is, that we can tell that this is how we can tell we're in the last hour. So, first and foremost, let's face the east. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach.
And double honor to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers at GMS that have been bringing out this 100% truth for the last 30 plus years. And to all the sincere Akyawa Akwa salutations. Let's get right into it. I want to make sure for some reason something told me to check. Everything's fine. It's all fine now. I don't know. So check. Let's go ahead and open right up to it. Leviticus 19 and 29. Yeah.
Leviticus 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness.
So when it's talking about the daughter, it's talking about the daughter of Zion. The daughter of Zion is Israel. So it's telling you not to teach your children to live in this worldly lifestyle, not to make them part of what, in fact, if you wanted to use a perfect example, you could go into the entertainment industry. You have to do certain things to move forward in the entertainment industry. So that's the same sense of prostituting thy daughter. The daughter, like I said, represents the people, not women in general. That's how we can tell we're in the last hour, because if you look at the Israelite, starting with the women, honestly, I mean, their most favorite thing to do is jump on a table and start twerking. Like, that's going to solve a problem. Think about it. And then from there down, all of our people have this certain off about the way the offness, like they're all out of touch with reality. Let's jump around a little bit. I want to look at something real quick. Let's go to the 1611. Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. And we're going to skip that. Let's go to, you know what, yeah. We're going to bring it out. What was it? Sirach 25 and 25. Sirach 25 and 25. Here. 325.
Give the water. Sirach 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Freedom. So it's saying that wicked woman, like I said, it represents Israel. These wicked Israelites are going to be the ones that are paying. So right now, we're seeing a lot of different things go on in the world, a lot of different judgments, and it's kind of getting eerie. If you have faith in Yahweh Yahushai, and you know that you're keeping his instructions to the best of your ability according to your knowledge, then you really have nothing to worry about. But at the same time, you should be slightly fearful, because none of us are perfect. Let's jump around some more. Let's go to Luke 11 and You know what? Um, um, go back to where you were at. Go back to Sirach. I almost forgot. Oh wait, here. Let me go back to Sirach real quick. I almost left this out. It said, let me read it again. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Don't give freedom to these wicked Israelites because they're just going to do whatever they want. The point, verse 26, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Let her go. And so separate yourself from the wicked ones. And yes, this is actually talking about women, but also our wicked Israelites. Like if you're married to a certain type of doctrine like Christianity, divorce that and come back to the truth. In fact, it tells you in Romans the same thing. It says in Romans 16 and 17. Get that real quick.
Romans 16 and 17.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is actually talking about women, but I'm using the metaphor for a reason. Because we are the daughter of Zion, and we're the most wicked. We're the most wicked. There is nobody that's free from sin.
Romans 16 and 17.
Yes, Romans 16 and 17.
Okay. Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
So, and what did it say? It said, let me go back. I don't even know why I went away from that. Stay where you're at. Let me go back to it. So, it says, if she will not go as thou wouldest, cut her off from thy flesh. So separate yourself. Read it again.
Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Cut them off. Don't be around people that don't believe the same thing, because it's going to cause confusion. Why do you think we're out here alone? That way, the people that are with us, you can see. The people that are against us are not with us. Let's keep going now. But this is like, this is exactly what it's about in the end times. This is the harvest. We're separating the wheat from the tares. Now you got to remember, the tares are going to be bundled up for the fire, but the wheat's going to be put in the barn. It says that the Israelites will outnumber the sand of the sea, but they will be left few in number. What does that mean? It's saying that in these last times, we're going to be Israelites everywhere, looking all different shades and shapes and sizes, but only very few people will actually come back to the truth and follow the doctrine. That's how you know Christianity isn't real, because there's billions of people that are calling themselves Christians. But the doctrine clearly tells you that very few people will come back to the 100% truth. So we've already got a problem right there when you think about it.
Read verse
18. Yep.
Romans 16 and 18. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shah, but their own bellies, and by good words and their fair speeches deceive the heart of the simple.
The simple are the people not that are just, simple-minded people, or people that just don't know and they just accept the things that they hear. This is why you're supposed to 2 Timothy 2 and 15, study to show thyself approved, a workman, be not ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. Okay? So it tells you, cut her off from thy flesh if you're not going to be in this same truth. But the thing is that in these last days, these are part of the prophecies being fulfilled, showing us what time we're in. This is the time frame right now. In fact, let's go to Luke 11. We're going to jump around now.
11 and
17.
17.
So the people are wicked, the heathens are wicked, the other nations are wicked. The Edomites are the hands of the wicked. So the Most High has to come and clear all this up. Give me Luke 11 and 17.
Luke 11 and 17. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth.
You know what? That's America right now. And that's biblical as it gets. It says, knowing their thoughts, etc. Every kingdom divided against itself. Republicans and Democrats. Gay and straight. Everything. Black and white. Everything is divided purposely, by design. They're not doing this just because it's happening. That's bullshit. This is by design. And the only thing they televise is separation, because to keep us all fighting against each other and to keep us divided they shall conquer. Why do you think they say divide and conquer? It's really simple stuff. This isn't brain surgery here. But this is why people get mad when you read the Bible, because once you understand what it's really saying, some people get happy, some people get sad. If you're on this list, it should probably make you a little bit happier than sad. If any of these receipts belong to you, then you should probably be happy right now, because you know that this oppression against this certain people is coming to the end. We're in that last hour. Yes.
Luke 11 and 18. And Satan also be divided against himself. How shall his kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub.
How do you cast out devils with devils? What's that?
He didn't cast out devils with Beelzebub with love. God is love.
God. Okay. Well, give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and 6. For God hates sinners. And for I love Jacob, but I hated Esau. God is a perfect balance of love and hate. That's why in Deuteronomy 32 and 39, it says, get Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Read it loud. Make sure she can hear it real good. Let's make sure we're telling the truth out here. Since we're reading the Bible and everybody else knows the Bible, let's see who's telling the truth.
Deuteronomy
32 and 39. Yeah, let's see. Because, out of love, God is all love. Read.
Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Say now that even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive.
I make alive.
I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Nobody can be delivered out of His hand. That's all love. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. And there's nobody that can deliver out of His hand. So you tell me, is God all love? It don't sound like it to me. Let's get that other one too, since we're on that. For God loved Jacob and hated Esau. Give me Romans 9 and 13.
Romans 9 and 13.
Just read it. Read it loud. One more for the people that think that God's all love.
Romans 9 and 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
What? God hates? That's impossible. Only if you're reading the Bible. Now, when you read the Bible, it becomes a perfect balance. Yes, these are the receipts of the things that were done to the real Israelites. Notice that the real Israelites in this depiction is not only black people. It's all different colors, shapes, and sizes of people. Let's get some more. Now we've got, what are they called? Second Esdras chapter 6. Yeah, these are the actual things that are done to the people. This guy right here is literally showing a picture of him painting these guys. That's Cesare Borgia. You can watch Cesare Borgia on Netflix, right? We can see that for ourselves. And I'm not here lying. This is what the Bible says in Revelation 1:14, not something I made up. See, people get really angry when they hear the truth because they were never taught the truth. And we were always told the truth hurts. Well, it's very painful to hear your whole life one story and then have some crazy guy out on the street with a tablet telling you a different story, right? But these are the actual things that happen to us. And so when people come back, if you have a question, it's rough to handle, I know. It's a lot to take in at once.
So first of all, I'm a believer in Yeshua HaMashiach.
Yeah, Yahweh. And what I'm saying is, let me explain to you what that was.
If you're not going to let me ask the question.
Go ahead and ask the question.
So, first of all, this, I agree 100% with you. This is crap. Okay, that's absolute crap. Absolute crap. Wrong what you're saying. Okay, this is almost right, but very close.
This is called a
depiction.
depiction.
So my question is.
Okay, I got a 13-minute final for you, but just to close, just a quick close.
So he won't let me ask.
What's the question then?
Thank you.
I'll,
And you should be, because that face is burning.
that says Yahweh.
Yeah, right. Well, however you want to. We say Yahweh, okay? We say Yahweh.
And Yahuwah, Yahweh.
And then let's.
Okay, tit for tat. But what's the question? I would have to say, in this day and age, no, I'm not very patient because we're running out of patience. I'll be honest. I'm a human being that is like you and like her, like everybody around. We've all been poked at so much, we're all losing patience. So for me to say, yes, I have all the patience in the world, I'd be lying.
Can I ask you another question? Thank you. Thank you so much for answering that question. Because that was a kind of all right? We are losing patience. You are right. However, the Bible says, and I'm not trying to preach to you, okay, but I am reminding you that the Bible says that the fruits of the Spirit is patience. So no matter how much.
It also says, be angry, but sin not.
Exactly. However,
so I'm allowed to feel the way I do, just as long as I don't break his rules. I'm not here to but go ahead. Well, actually, I came out here to speak. Please, just no. You have no patience because anytime I say something, you start to walk away. So you don't really want to hear what I have to say.
I come to you.
So
I come to you exalting what you're saying.
And I appreciate that. And if I could possibly speak.
But I'm curious, and I do let you speak when I'm asking a question. Now, after that, you can say whatever you want. I came to you to say, and I ask you another question.
Okay, you asked a question. Now you would like to ask
another one.
another one.
Number two, I have another question. Do you think you're being prideful right now?
No, I don't. I think that you are being prideful because you told me that this is everybody's platform, and I've been out here for 4 or 5 years at the same corner pretty much, and then you show up, and I'm supposed to shut up and let you
No,
speak,
you're not supposed
ask your
to shut
question,
up.
or
I
you just
wanna
run
answer.
off. So it shows a disrespect.
If a person does not
It shows a
answer your
disrespect
questions,
because you're still talking over
do
me,
not
and you did not let me
listen.
finish my
Okay,
answer. So that just
because
shows
if a
a
person
pride
is
disrespect.
impatient, okay, well then you did not get your message across. If you would have answered my question,
See, this is what I'm
I
saying.
would
Like,
have stayed
I'm being
quiet.
cross-examined.
Bye bye.
Have a really good day. Let's go back to the.
Notice that I had this on my. Notice that I had this.
So I don't care. Have a really good day. Yeah, it says Yahweh. You wouldn't even let me explain why we say Yahweh. I was going to show you that this depiction is correct according to the 1300s Bible. You wouldn't let anybody say anything because you're a feminist. You want to be.
I'm a feminist.
Yes, walk. Go. What does it say? A woman, what does it say about a woman?
What does it
A
say about
woman
a
shall
woman?
not speak in front of men in the congregation.
Is there a congregation here?
Yes, there is.
You guys, where is the congregation?
This is a congregation. When we come together to speak, and you came as
You
know
came
what?
as an
Give me
impatient
Mark
person.
4 and 15. Mark 4 and 15.
Let's pull out the Bible.
Mark 4
I
and
am
15.
asking a question and you won't
Mark
answer
4 and
me.
15.
Mark 4 and 15. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown.
Where
But
the
when
word is
they
sown.
have heard Satan coming immediately
Satan
and
cometh
taken
immediately.
away the word that was sown in their hearts.
So when the word is being sown, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. So if there was anybody that could possibly. Look, I'm not trying to be rude to you guys.
A man should be
So
patient.
you shouldn't be rude
When
to
a
me.
woman
I didn't
comes
come up
for
to you.
knowledge,
If
a man
you don't
should
agree with what I
give
have
her
to say, don't
knowledge,
get my
right?
fucking
The man
camera
did
and start
not
talking
give
shit.
me any
Get away from the
knowledge.
camera.
He was angry with
1
me from the
Corinthians 11 and
start.
6.
I
may be
wanted him
rude
to
and
be
speak,
patient,
but
but he did
knowledge.
not give me
I know
any
what I'm
patience.
doing. I don't know what you guys are doing. You just came out here. You just came out here to get famous. You're going to get out here to get famous.
תן לו סבלנות שהוא יבין מה שהוא עושה לאנשים, שהוא לא מדבר את כל האמת, שהוא
Great.
פשוט
Great.
יאמין באמת,
And
ושאלוהים
what does it
ייתן
say?
לו
If thou
את
speak
כל
in a
מה
different
שנכון,
language, you must
כי
interpret
אלוהים
so we
הוא
can
גדול
all rejoice in
ויהושע
the
הוא
word.
יודע. מה יש בבן אדם הזה?
Oh, so now
מה
if
יש
I was
בבן
a
אדם
Jew,
הזה
I would
בתוך
know
הלב?
Hebrew. She doesn't.
She doesn't.
You know what? It's time for you guys to go.
I speak
I do. You speak
shittish.
shittish. Oh my God! Here we go. Get out of here. Thank God.
People of Elohim shall not come against each other. I praise the Most High in the name of Yahushua, I mean, that He may open your heart to the truth. May He utterly break all the pride and
If
laughter
any man speak in an
inside
unknown
your
tongue,
mind.
let it be by
Let
two
Elohim know
or
that
by
the
three,
Lord has
but
come
by
against
course
the lies
let
of the
one
devil.
interpret.
May He
Learn
know
the
that
Bible.
for you,
It should be
that
by
the
two
devil
or
and
three.
that you misunderstood my message to
Now,
you.
if
That
you
any
can
woman
mind
against
this,
the
just-
lies of
Sister,
the
just
devil.
over here.
Hallelujah.
Get the step in.
Only the only one. The
Come on.
people of Elohim shall not
It's
come
a house.
against each other.
It's
a-
I'm not-
it's
this
getting-
this
it's
is
getting
not.
outrageous.
No, no, I'm going to
Tell your
stand
mom
here
and-
and
she
tell
is-
the
your mom
truth
is something
that
else.
I was
Erica
supporting
Badu
your
wannabe.
message.
That's what she
That
is. She's
I
a
was
witch.
supporting your
You're not.
message.
You're a
But the
demon.
Most High knows that if you preach the message
We
with
could call the cops and just
pride,
have you guys
if
do
you
this, because now
preach
you're
the
just
message
harassing.
with
You know you're just
pride,
harassing
it
us.
will not come.
You're
It will
prideful.
not come.
You don't know
Do not
shit.
preach.
You're over
I
here
have
harassing
been
2
in the
people.
face
Call the
for
cops.
as
Call
all
them
the
and say that
cops.
we're being like
All the
totally
cops.
harassed by
Don't
this
call the fucking
crazy
cops.
woman.
I'm a
That's
crazy
ridiculous.
woman.
Yes.
No, I came and asked him if he was a patient man.
And I
And
said,
I
no,
shall
I'm not
raise my
patient. Get away
voice
from me.
above the lies of
Wanna be
Satan.
Erica Badu? Get the fuck on!
Oh, there
Get
we
the
go.
fuck on! Yeah, I
There
be
is
fucking
the language
confident.
of the
You don't know me
devil.
like that.
Please,
Be
please,
perfect.
please, please,
Those
it's time to go.
who
It's
curse,
time to go. It's time
those
to
who
go.
Get the
curse.
time
fuck
to go.
on!
Hey, no.
Hey,
Look,
get
you guys
the
gotta
fuck
go.
on!
Be peace.
You guys gotta go.
Listen,
I
I'm
ain't
telling
peace.
you.
I ain't peace.
Oh,
That's why
you're
I'm
not.
here.
Oh, he's not peace.
Yeah.
You guys, they preach the
fuck
most of the
up.
high. They preach the
She's
most
not
of
in
the
our
high
camp.
with. Oh, he spit on me. Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
that.
he
Again.
spit on
He
me.
said, do it
Oh.
again.
Want me to go viral? I'll go viral. I don't give a fuck.
He spit on
I don't
me,
give a
guys.
fuck.
This is the man who has spit on me for declaring
like that. It's really
he
like
was
that.
preaching without patience. Oh, here's another one.
No.
Spitting.
I
Oh,
have-
you guys are
no, I
so
have-
ugly in
not part of Elohim. We're not part of your Yah Israelite bullshit.
I'm not.
No, we're not part of that.
And I shall speak higher than the devil's lies.
Okay,
whether I'm a
your
woman or
woman.
not.
You witch, bitch. Get the
I'm not a
fuck
witch.
on.
You're the one who cursed. I'm not a witch.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Or to
fuck.
assume authority over a man, she must be quiet. 1 Timothy 2:12. Now shove off.
Nobody's assuming authority.
Why shove off? Judge not by thy appearance, judge with righteous judgment. You guys are gonna curse yourselves. We're not out here for you. Yes, absolutely.
Demonic witch,
Yeah, you
bitch.
make for good
I
YouTube.
shall speak
That's about
higher
it.
and louder than the lies
Yeah, I know
of
I'm
the
fucking
devil.
crazy. I'm
I shall
moving.
speak
You're just a
higher
loud
than
mouth.
the lies of the devil.
Remember,
I shall
everybody,
speak higher
when she
than
walks
the
away,
lies of the
it's
devil.
still read Mark 4 and 15.
Mark 4 and 15, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, but they have heard, saying, cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Satan cometh immediately and
Satan
taketh
cometh
away the word that
immediately.
was sown in their hearts. Now, we never asked her to come around here. We told her to leave peacefully, but she refused to because she's so stupid. She decided that she was going to come around. Yeah, there's people out here that aren't in the truth. There's people that are in the truth, and there's people that aren't in the truth. We're out here. I will show my patience I will show my faith through my works. Through my works, I show my faith. So I come out here every week. Every now and then we get a random straggler. Oh, now she's trying to get guys to come over and start something. Wait until she finds out who we really are. It's gonna happen.
Hey, why were you yelling at this woman?
Yo,
Go get in the car.
Why were you yelling at this woman?
What's up?
Going up for, nigga.
What's up? You know us? Do you know us?
And that's my skateboard, taking a skateboard. I said, why?
Sorry guys, we're gonna have to stop this right now.
God shall not.
Hey, that's my skateboard, bro. That's my skateboard.
Back the fuck
Hey, I'm
up
not-
then and get the fuck on. I
I'm
don't know
just telling
who
you,
the fuck.
that's my skateboard.
I don't
I'm
give
not
a-
involved.
You're gonna get
I'm
hit,
not
man.
involved. I just
Back
told you
up,
that my
back
phone's on my board.
up, back
I'm not
up,
involved.
back up,
Y'all niggas
I'm
back
not
up,
involved. I just
back
want
up.
my
There's
phone.
too many of you. There's too many of you. Back up.
I just want my skateboard and I'll
Look
walk
at,
away.
look at, sir.
I just want my skateboard and I'll walk away.
Back
I don't know
up.
why the fuck your homie trying to pull the fuck
That's
up.
what I was gonna come.
Go get that
Thank you.
fucking shit.
Don't pull up.
What you trying to ask? I'm just
Hey, just chill.
Here, you get the fuck on.
See, you guys are demons, and you bring in confusion. You have a wicked, demonic, violent tongue. You're
Sorry
a
that you had to
violent
deal with
tongue.
that, but
You could've kept
God
quiet.
loves you.
None of
God
you
loves
guys-
everybody.
You
I'm so
You are wicked, and you have a smile. You can show your smile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
you're-
roll up, man.
Funny to
Your
me.
wickedness
I don't know,
is
you gotta
not
think about
appreciated.
the energy of
You're a
this.
wicked, evil bitch.
I feel sorry for your baby daddy. Hey,
I
feel sorry
curse.
for your baby daddy.
You don't even know what a curse is.
I know that's your daughter.
I
I know that's your daughter.
I may
You're
be
giving me
rude
a
and
terrible
speak, but
example.
not know.
Aiden, go to the car and sit down.
And everything has been thoroughly manifest through me. So you are a child, and your mother's more of a child than you.
Please go on, young women.
You
Man,
really judge with
Dad.
righteous judgment,
Dad.
unless you be judged with the same judgment you judge with.
and that's just true. Come straight out the Bible.
Aiden, come back. All you guys do is make good YouTube videos.
We need to roll it up.
No. Finish in my class. Fuck these people. I don't care what they think or say. You go home. They get mollywopped over here. You already know who I am. They don't know who I am. They don't know me. They're lucky. That's what we have to deal with. This is the real truth. This is the real 100% truth. This is how it really goes down. You got the most wicked people on earth walking through. This is how we know we're in the last hour. This is what I'm talking about, that last hour. Give the daughter not any liberty. These wicked motherfuckers come around and they think they know something to the point where they're ready to try and get people to fight us. You want to fight? You're lucky. You're lucky. They don't understand. I'm from the streets too. I'm more from the streets than any of these motherfuckers out here. And that's what they don't know about. They don't know what kind of background I have. You don't know my background. And most of the prophets out here are just like me. Spend a lot of time in jail, spend a lot of time on the fucking streets. You motherfuckers better, you're gonna learn. I ain't no fucking joke. And I can stand up and I can fight as good as I can fucking speak. So when you think you're gonna step to me, remember this. You're taking a risk on your own life. I'm not playing. The Most High speaks through me. These wicked demons walking up and down the street, you think they know the Bible? I've been out here 5 fucking years. 5 years. And you know what? I ain't never gotten one person other than these kind of whack, weirdo, idiot, stupid demons. And I'm done with them. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from bringing out this truth. I'm ready to fight. Forward. Make sure you know right now. Yeah, I lost my place and everything. Where were we? Give me Matthew 12 and 25.
Matthew 12 and 25.
Yeah.
Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
This place is doomed. Everybody against everybody out here. That's what this place is. There is no kind of unity in this place. You see somebody reading the Bible, you step up like a fucking scholar and think you know more. You don't know more than me. You don't. And if you do, come up here and prove it. Prove that shit with the Bible. Yeah, he cursed. I already told you, I may be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. Look it up. That is scripture. That's right out of the New Testament. Get it. Get it. Get it. It's like 2 Corinthians 6 and 11. Yahushua knows your thoughts. He knows the wickedness deep inside of you. That's why when that woman came out, she had a plan. She didn't just come up to ask a question. I knew right away. I was like, oh, let her talk. Maybe she'll get tired and walk away. No, she's a moron. She's a fucking moron. She almost got dealt with.
It wasn't.
Because she wouldn't leave. She kept escalating. She tried to start problems. Because, hey, you should, and then all that stupid ass shit with the fake tongue. It's Yaheshua, I am, wa, Akadaman, right. He's wasted away, a field of blood from evil. That's what I said. Who knows what she said? We don't speak her fucking, whatever she was speaking wasn't Hebrew. Get it? Wasn't Corinthians. Hold on. I may be rude. Second Corinthians 11 and 6.
11 and 6.
I had 6 and 11, huh?
Yeah.
My bad.
2 Corinthians 11 and 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge.
2 Corinthians 11 and 6 say, I will be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. Read.
But we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
So what we're saying is thoroughly being made manifest right in front of you.
What happened over here? Because I heard a bunch of yelling and shit.
What happened is this female came up and she decided she didn't like what we were reading in the Bible, so she wanted to change everything. Then she started speaking tongues. Then she wouldn't get out of the camera. Then she refused to leave. Most people just walk by. If you don't like what somebody's saying, just keep it pushing. Not, hey, let's have an argument. I'm not out here to argue. I'm just out here to do my class.
She playing off the Bible. What? God is the fucking best, bro.
But God is a perfect balance. He is not all love. So people say, so
Like,
once you
what
tell
the
somebody
fuck is
that,
happening? Because I'm like, what the hell is that damn sound, bro?
that's what happens
What
when
the fuck?
demons.
Alright, I was just asking because I don't know what the hell is happening over here. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
She just came in out of pocket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she wasn't respectful, that's all. We're very respectful
Why
people
she
over
comes
here.
around again?
She shouldn't have to
If she
be
comes around
disrespectful
again,
like that. Yeah, we weren't being mean. She was being rude to us. That girl just said, if she comes over again, call me. Because that woman came out of nowhere, like a demon does. We all know that the demons come out of nowhere. They come out of the woodwork when the truth comes out. See, nobody's fighting against a feel-good message, but everybody's fighting to try and correct when you read exactly what the Bible says. That's just a part of life. If you were lied to your whole life about something, and you knew in your heart that you're right because they told you since you were born, this is the way it goes, and then you find out that they were lying, most people will tell you. They'll resort back to the truth because the truth is more comfortable. They'll resort back to the lie because the lie is more comfortable than the truth. It's just the way it goes. Now that we got that out of the way, so if you hear something come out of my mouth that you don't like, remember this. I'm speaking. I'm in the heat of the moment. I'm not just sitting here trying to pretend like I'm some rabbi because I'm not.
You want me to read it again?
No, let's go to Matthew chapter. Let's go to Corinthians chapter, 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Yeah. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and 14. KJV authorized.
2 Corinthians 3 and 14.
2 Corinthians chapter 3, KJV authorized. All right.
2 Corinthians 3 and 14. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Yahushua.
Their minds were blinded until this day. It remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which the veil is done away in Yahushua. So I say, see, the laws are done away with. No, it's not saying that. It's saying that you're going to know right from wrong. He's going to remove that, what the rabbis were teaching at that time and what Yahushua was teaching at that time were two different things. The whole reason why he had to be, when he went as a perfect lamb to the sacrifice, it did away with the daily sacrifice. Now you no longer have to go to the rabbi to sacrifice for sin anymore. You can pray directly to Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. So, but their eyes are still blinded unto this day. They don't know what's going on. They don't know right from wrong, up from down. If you tell them anything about the Old Testament in this day and age, it's flipped around. Oh, you're the Old Testament. I'm a Christian. What do you guys do? We don't keep the laws because God would hate me. I heard a Christian say that. We don't keep the laws because God will hate me if I keep the laws. What kind of teaching is this? This morning, I was watching a church sermon, and a guy jumped up in the back pew, and he said, you know that we were sleeping together all this time. How could you teach this church? This is the church and the place where you guys go and call it the worship of God. It doesn't sound safe. It doesn't sound safe. It just sounds like something out of a horror movie. Or a horror movie, straight up. Let's jump around. Let's just jump around and get through these notes. I guess this class is going to be longer than I expected. Let's go to John 8:32.
John 8:32.
Yeah. Wait. Start at verse 31.
At verse 31. John 8:31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him. If ye continued in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed.
Disciple means student, person that would like to learn more about Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's it. That's what it's saying. So he said, the Jews which believed on him, if they stuck to the word. Isn't that what James 1 and 5 says? Get James 1 and 5 real quick.
James 1 and 5. James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
So it's saying the same thing. Depart not away, or continue in my word. Then are ye my disciples indeed. And then it'll be given to you, that truth, that 100% truth. You can't just show up in the middle of the class, rattle off a few different things, act like you know the Bible, then fake start speaking in tongues, and then be like, what, you're this great scholarship? You have this great scholarship now? No. You just showed that you're a fool. And the word fool means stupid. About made me break character, man. I just wanted her to leave. I don't know why people would act like that. There's no reason. There's a lot of people here that don't agree with what I'm saying. There's no reason to come up to me and say, to try and start anything. Because if I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm just going to keep it pushing. I don't really need to involve myself with something that I'm not in agreement with. It just doesn't make sense. It just sounds like a bunch of confusion. So that's why I don't go by. You know, I used to bother the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're right up the street right now. You know what I don't do? I don't go up and I don't bother the Jehovah's Witnesses. You know why? Because I've already talked to them, and they're not going to change anything about what they're doing. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, you got to think about that. I'm not going to change them. Only Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai can change. I can plant as many seeds as I want, but if I keep throwing seeds on concrete, I guarantee you nothing's going to sprout out of it. And that's what they are. They're on dry land. So, where are we at? Read verse 32.
Read verse 32. James.
Read 31 and 32 together.
Oh, 2 Corinthians.
Mm-hmm.
And
John 8:30.
John
8 and 31 and 32 together.
And 31 and 32 together. John 8 and 31. Then say Yahushua to those Jews which believe on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So, if you follow in the truth, if you cleave unto him, if you depart not away, you're indeed one of his students, and he's going to show you the truth. And it says it'll be given to you liberally. That means for free. And the truth shall make you free. Not make everything on earth free for you. It's saying, like, mentally, he's going to free your mind from the oppression because you know that they're lying. That's the lifting of the veil. If there's something covering your eyes, you can't see clearly. But if you lift the veil from over the eyes, then you can see clearly. We can clearly see that we're in the last days. Who comes up to somebody wearing a Yahweh necklace talking about, I agreed with you and this and that, I was exhausted? No, she asked if I was prideful and if I had patience. No, I don't have patience. How can I have patience in this place? Did you see the way she acted? No, I don't have patience. I don't have patience for nothing right now. I have patience for this word to come out, but I don't have the patience for the people around me because they don't have patience. It says, you know, to get respect, you got to give respect. You don't just walk up and demand respect, demand to ask your question. Just get the fuck out of here is what I told you. You know what? I let her ask a question. I was trying to be polite at first. But honestly, these people are wicked. They're not going to change their ways. They're never going to change. What was it? It was 32. And when they hear this truth, some people freak out like that woman did, and other people, you see them 6 months later wearing a garment trying to teach a class. Many are called, but You are chosen. Let's keep going. Let's go to Psalm 119 and 18. 119 and 18.
And then reading 18.
Psalms 119 and verse 18. Let me go there. What is
Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
Go ahead and get it.
Psalms 119 and verse 18. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
The wondrous things out of the law is being able to see the prophecies being fulfilled, being able to see what's going on in the real-time world, but see it biblically. Keep reading.
I am a stranger in the earth, hide not thy commandments from me.
I'm a stranger in the earth. In other words, I don't go into the regular, daily, worldly lifestyle. We don't celebrate Christmas, and birthdays, and Easter, and Halloween, and Thanksgiving. Those are all pagan holidays. So we're strangers to that kind of stuff because we don't do those things. That's what it means to be a stranger in the earth, being a stranger to the worldliness of this Babylonian society we live in. And what? Secret Babylon, spiritual Sodom in Egypt.
What's that verse with said open the young boy's eyes so he can see.
That's 2 Kings, I think. 16. Hold on, I know what you're talking about. Open thy young boy's eyes that he should see. He opened his eyes and he saw what young boy was. Here, it's 2 Kings 6 and 17.
Second Kings 6 and 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I have prayed thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
The reason why he asked if he could bring out that scripture, because you see a lot of confusion out here. You see a lot of people thinking that they're going to step up at certain times, and they don't realize that we have a spiritual protection that cannot be beat. And my faith is in that spiritual protection and the spirit that Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai puts on me and my sons. So, let's keep let's go back over to Revelation chapter. You know what? Let's skip over that. Let's go to Matthew 24.
Matthew 24.
Yep, because that one came in the name of Jesus. And Yahushua Mashiach. Fucking stupid. Just straight stupidity. And when you read the scriptures and tell them that you're actually by 2 or 3 are supposed to interpret, she screams even louder. You speak Yiddish, Shiddish. I don't even think she was speaking Yiddish. I think that she was just Yit. A bunch of Yit. She was speaking a whole bunch of gibberish.
Matthew 24.
Matthew chapter 24 and start at, you know what? Start at the, hold on, let me get there real quick. I think I want you to start at the top there. Matthew chapter 24. start from the top. We're gonna be reading Matthew 24 right now. These people are messing with us so much today. Let's go ahead and get it.
Matthew 24 and verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And you want me to keep reading?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I want you guys to look around me. I mean, you can see behind me the building. I'm surrounded by the buildings. So they're saying, look at all these great, fabulous buildings, Yahushua. Look how great they are. Keep reading.
And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
So, as they're telling them how great this place is, Yahushua is saying, there will not be one stone standing upon another that will not be torn down. He's saying this place is going to be torn down. How do I know? Keep reading.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
The end of the world. What shall be the sign of the end of the world? And you can see the uprising of people. Everybody again, I'm going to wear a Yahweh necklace and then come and talk to the people preaching about Yahweh. And then tell us that we're saying it wrong. Just don't even want to deal. This is why we don't really deal with them. And I don't mean to be rude to the righteous women, but there's other women that are not righteous. They don't know their place. They don't know how to humble themselves. Keep reading.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that nobody lies to you with their fake, what is it? Their fake Yiddish gibberish. I speak in tongues, doesn't know what she's doing. Keep going.
Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Many are going to come in the name of Christ and are going to deceive many. They're going to try and tell you God is all love. Right when you hear that, you know there's a problem. If God is not a perfect balance, then we've got a problem. There's love. We were made in the image of Yahweh. If we were made in his image, how is it that we get mad and he doesn't? Yet he tells you that I'm going to get me Isaiah 66 and 15. Let's see if he gets angry. Let's see if Yahweh gets angry since he's all love. This whole all love thing just really gets me. Because we all, of course, love, but people also get angry. They get happy, they get sad, they laugh, they cry, they sing. There's more than one emotion. To say that our Father only has one emotion is kind of weird, like a computer.
Isaiah 66.
Isaiah 66, get verse 15.
Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger.
Wait, anger? To render his anger. That does not sound like all love. He's bringing fire and chariots and a sword to render his anger. Keep going.
And with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Fury, rebuke, flames of fire. There's your all love. There's your all love. Go back to Matthew chapter 24.
Matthew chapter 24.
You're at like verse 6.
Yeah. And
it's funny because I was thinking about bringing out Matthew chapter 24 as just a review class. I said, no, let's just do this. Go ahead and read.
Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So we're hearing of the wars. These are the prophecies that are being fulfilled right now, according to the New Testament. with the book of Matthew. In chapter 24, it says that you're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. Hey, Trump keeps bombing people in Venezuela. Isn't that like a rumor of a war getting ready to happen? Hey, they're bombing Gaza. That's an actual war. Hey, Ukraine and Russia. Hey, China wants to join in. And so does Korea. What does that sound like to me? That sounds like the Third World War coming soon. Keep reading.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes and diverse places.
So wait a second. Famine? Hold on now. They done took our EBT now. So whether it's man-made, whether it's planned out, whoever orchestrated it, it's still under the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You guys remember I told you just yesterday, let's see if I can find it. The king's heart's in God's hand. Wait, I'm not. Wait, yeah, go ahead, check it out. Come out. Read it again.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
I was talking about famine. Remember? And then Trump's the one trying to make sure that nobody can eat, nobody can travel. So he's literally trying to starve you guys to death. That would be a man-made famine. And get Proverbs chapter 21.
Proverbs chapter 21.
Yep. Proverbs 21, KJV authorized.
21 and verse
1. Start from the top.
Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it with whichever soever he will.
So the king's heart, the king's mind is controlled by the Most High, is what this is saying. The mind of the king, which would be Trump, no King's Day. So when you're having your famine, and he's the one trying to stop the EBT and SNAP, guess what? Get me Job 33, start at verse 14 and read through 16. Because it's going to tell you that his instructions are sealed in his sleep. Let me read it again. The king's heart is in the hands of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Most High has 100% full control over you. Did you get Job 33?
Okay, I was gonna
Job
ask.
33, start at verse 14.
14. Job 33 and 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not, and not.
Keep going. In a dream, in the vision of the night.
In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of the men, and sealeth their instruction.
And that's good right there. So when man is asleep, in a deep sleep, it says according to the Bible that the Most High seals your instructions. And then it also says what? The heart is in the king's hand, right? Proverbs 21 and 1. Let's read it again. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. I want to read this next verse too. The ways of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh pondereth the mind, the heart. When he's talking about the heart in the Bible, it's talking about your brain. So when he says he's pondering your heart, He's talking about your brain, your mind, how you think. Go back to Matthew chapter 24.
Matthew chapter 24.
Yeah.
Verse 7.
I think you're at
9. Matthew!
no. Read verse 8.
8.
Read 7 and 8 together.
7 and 8 together. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
The beginning of sorrows. These right now, we're in the beginning of the worst time in all of American history. And I don't think you guys realize that. Everybody's just partying and dancing and singing. And it says it'll be like that until the very last day. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the end. So guess what? We're living just like in the days of Noah, if that's not crazy enough. Keep reading.
Keep reading.
Verse
9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Being a so-called black person, I'll tell you what, there's a black American. See, you can't really go to any other country, even Africa. They literally, remember, they traded us to the white slave handlers. There's no place where we can go. This was our land, and it was taken from us. Judah was our real land, Yahweh, the land of, in fact, it says Kingdom of Judah in Africa on the old 1800 maps, from the 1400s to the 1800s. It said land, Kingdom of Judah. Why would that be in Africa? But it's the truth. It's the truth. People hate the truth, but it's going to come out today. So, keep reading.
Keep reading.
Oh wait, they said they kill you. You know, another way to kill somebody is to stop production of. So if the prophets are out teaching and you keep shadow banning them or taking their videos down, it's called to stop the production of, which is also killing the video, which is killing the word. Keep going.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
A woman comes up wearing an actual, being offended and betraying and hating one another. She literally comes up with a necklace that says Yahweh. I give her the correct pronunciation, she goes off. I try to explain one thing, she's going off. So she had it in her heart to go off from the beginning. She doesn't realize that she had a narrative that she was pushing before she even stepped up here. She should have just kept walking, but did she? No, because she was offended. Many will be offended. Read that again.
Read it again.
Yes.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall...
That's right there. Betray one another and hate one another. She came in with like a heart of betrayal. She knew that she didn't agree with us. She pretended to agree with us, but she wanted something to say to those black Hebrew Israelites. But we're not, and I told her we all come in all different shapes and sizes. She wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise on my own platform, telling me it's not my platform anymore because she showed up. And she's asking me if I'm being prideful. You're offended, and you hate one another, and now you're betraying one another. You can't come up to a person teaching about Yahweh and not be a betrayer of Yahweh and the way you're acting, the way she had conducted herself. You could tell that she had no spirit in her. Keep going.
And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Many. Remember, she was the prophet when she walked up, speaking in tongues, speaking some form of Hebrew that I've never heard before. Gibberish. We'll call it Yiddish. No, gibberish. We speak ancient Paleo-Hebrew. Yes, we know how to pray in ancient Paleo-Hebrew. I know how to greet people in ancient Paleo-Hebrew. I do not know how to have a daily dialect. I don't know how to speak a conversation in ancient Paleo-Hebrew. But I could definitely pray to the Most High. And the reason why, it says because It says things uttered in a different tongue have not the same power. Pursuant to the prologue to Jesus, the son of Sirach, in the book of Ecclesiasticus. Keep reading.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Since sin covers the earth in such a great, dense number, the love of many shall wax cold. And you know what? That goes into knowledge being greatly increased too. Because before cell phones, people actually talked to each other. People would actually interact. Now everybody's got their heads down and they're all looking into their phones. That's about all you get. I mean, it's so weird. When I was a kid, we'd go out and party and have a good time. Now when you go out, everybody's either filming something, typing something, or scrolling through something. This is like at the club. This is crazy. Keep reading.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So, the gospel is the good news. And the good news is that Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is going to come and pay fury and vengeance against the oppressors that oppressed us all of these years. Why do you think that they don't want the Bible to be real? Everybody, they're going to get paid back for what they've done. And we'll bring that out too when we close out. Keep reading.
When ye, therefore, shall say the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place.
Keep reading. That just goes into the history of them stopping a daily sacrifice. Keep going.
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
That right there is a perpetual, because right now they're going against the children of Israel again, and what's happening? We're having to flee. We're having to literally hide. If you're a so-called Mexican, you're hiding out. If you're in Chicago, if you're brown, they're coming after you. I don't care if you're black or Mexican. And if you're a white person getting away, they'll shoot your ass too. Keep reading.
Then let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
They say when you flee, you're not even going to have a chance to grab anything. You're going to have to just, and it's true. So if you watch ICE and the way they come in on these people's houses, do you think when they're trying to run away, are they grabbing anything? No. They're just jumping up and they're trying to run. They're trying to get away. This is so biblical. This is what a great prophecy to be fulfilled in our lifetime, knowing that we're that close to the end. Keep going.
Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Oh, wait, did I read that already?
Yeah, just keep going.
And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
It says, watch out for it's literally woe means total and utter destruction. It means total and utter destruction for those people in that end time. And you watch them. You can watch them on TV. I remember in Chicago 2 weeks ago, they zip tied 2 naked little black kids together in an apartment complex and pulled them right out. And those weren't dead. And it goes even smaller than that. They're ripping children right from their parents. And that goes into Deuteronomy 28:32. Get that really quick. Deuteronomy 28:32.
Deuteronomy 28:32.
Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32.
Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto one another. Unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So they're going to take the children away, according to the Bible. They're going to strip the families up, and you're going to be wishing you could see your kid and never see your kid again. That is happening right now to blacks and Mexicans. Blacks in Chicago, but in Mexicans everywhere. Yeah, I was actually putting it over there for you. Actually, so-called black people everywhere, but they're really getting like the real short end of the stick in Chicago right now and in Tennessee. They're going out and it's the woman in Tennessee. She said that they cut off the people's power. It was in Houston, Texas. They cut off the people's power, and they have newborn babies and everything in there. And in Texas, it's still real humid and hot. I guess I don't know. I don't live in Texas, but she said it's pretty bad. And what are they doing? They're cutting the power to try and drown the people out. And then they're snatching them up, ripping them apart from their families. Go up to verse 41. What does it say in 41?
Thou shalt be dead.
Yep, read it.
Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for thou shalt go into captivity.
So your sons and daughters are going to go into captivity. You know what's really crazy about that? This is what's so crazy about that. Here's what they were doing to us a couple hundred years ago. That's the native nation. They're going into captivity. Their sons and the daughters are going into captivity. And what are they doing? They're repeating history right now. There's nothing new under the sun. The history is being repeated. The history is being repeated. And what happens is this. All of these people, all those sons and daughters right there, they disappear forever. They're gone. You'll never see them again. But you're going to long for them. But they're going to be in a different type of captivity too. You got to understand what these people are doing to the children when they get them. It's not a good thing, and I don't think I even want to bring it out right now. Go back to Matthew chapter 24.
Matthew.
Yeah, we're just going to keep reading Matthew. Today's a Matthew chapter 24 type of day. You talk about prophecies being fulfilled, talk about being in the last hour, and then you have crazy people running up. Where were you at? Read 20.
But pray ye.
Read 19 and 20 together.
Matthew 24:19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
So the crazy thing, it says pray that your flight, that word actually means pray that your escape. So when you're trying to escape from these oppressors that are taking you out, pray that it's not during the winter. Honestly, it gets pretty crispy cold out here. So pray that when you try to escape from these oppressors, and ICE is coming after everybody. In fact, they're putting up a brand new facility right out by my house. I live out in 3 Points, over by the Mexican border. So they're showing up. I didn't think they were going to come to Arizona. I thought we had enough prisons out here already. Enough different types of police, state troopers, the U.S. Marshals, you name it. We got it here. Tucson, Arizona is the #1 drug trafficking capital of the United States. Believe me, we got some law enforcement out here. I can't believe they're bringing more. And everybody here knows that secret. Everybody that lives here knows that secret about Tucson. Do you guys? Do you really want to come here? This place ain't what you think it is. Keep reading.
Verse 21. But then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
So it's saying that there's a time coming right now that's so great and horrific, it's like since the beginning of all creation, it's never been this bad. Get me Jeremiah 30:7, because that's what it's talking about. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7.
Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
So that time, that great time, it's actually going to be Jacob's trouble. We're in that right now. We're at the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Why do you think they're deporting brown people? They're even taking black people just as long. If you get in the way, believe me, why do you think no black people be jumping in? But you got a lot of white protesters because Caucasians are considered American citizens. But when you're a dark brown person or a light brown person, you could possibly be an illegal alien or you need to be deported.
But my birth certificate says that I was born in the USA, sir.
Well,
my dad was from Mexico. My dad was from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that I agree with the fucking invisible lines, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I somebody that he can deport, or am I not? Because,
you know what?
Because
that's
on paper,
so they what they're
publicly,
doing now,
I was born here.
Yeah, that's
now,
the thing. They are deporting people. But the guy
for
had
being,
a birth
for being the wrong color,
a
for being the
social
wrong
security
color.
card, and a driver's license. A regular dude, and they refused to take any of his credentials. And then on top of that, a black dude. He's a damn mail courier, wearing his mailman's hat, has his mailman, you know the thing where they tap shit in? He's wearing his bag, he's got mail, he's driving a mail truck. You know what they told him? You could be impersonating. They said impersonating a federal agent is, impersonating a mail worker is a federal offense.
They could not call the U.S. Postal and fucking say, hey, did this dude work for you?
That's what they did, though. That's how far, why did you have to go that far?
No, you
see what I'm saying? Like,
you shouldn't, but if you fail there, then
and he was a regular
that.
black dude, just like me, just like a regular black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing, he's not doing nothing wrong. He was literally delivering mail. But this is what ICE is doing, so this is what I'm talking about. That pray that your flight, get your escape. Read it again.
Alas, for that day is great. So that
No. You can let the spirit flow. Go ahead, read it the way you read it.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Does that ring a bell? Does that look anything familiar to you? Because 100 years ago, 200 years ago, they were doing that to you and me. My grandmother is 100% Apache. So that right there, see, that's being done. And now it's being done again. So they're repeating history, aren't they? Because they hide this history, so now the history is repeating.
They can repeat it, and it don't seem like it's repeated because it's with a different culture or different people.
They're rebranding the same thing and doing it over. Now, instead of conquistadors taking the natives, there's fucking ICE taking the natives. They're taking us one by one. And I don't have a chance either. If the Most High says you're going down, I'm going down, bro. If he says you go down, you go down. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. There is no God with me, and there's none that can be delivered out of my hand. So he's telling everybody, look, we've all sinned. None of us deserve the kingdom. But what we're doing is we're repenting and coming back to the truth. Get me Baruch 3 and 7. Get Baruch chapter 3, okay, and I'll show you.
Question, Baruch. Is that one of the erased ones, or
yes?
Is this
the word apocrypha means secret document, not for public use. So when you hear about an apocrypha, it's a secret document, not for public use.
Okay, but a lot of times in life and history and everything, especially with the technology, things have got duplicated that weren't supposed to get duplicated. You know what I'm saying? In the wrong hands. I'm just saying, it just it possibly could happen. You know what I'm saying? So what happens if that? So what do we do if that is the case? You know what I'm saying?
Give me Baruch chapter 3. Like, I'm going to go back to the class, verse 7, because right now we're in that captivity. So what do we do during that captivity?
Baruch 3 and 7. For this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee.
We've recognized our sins, and now we know the truth. And the truth is that we're slaves to this society. And there's nothing we can do about it if they come after us. So what do? We praise the Most High in our captivity, knowing that we're sinners and trying to repent. Because in Ezekiel chapter 33, starting at verse 12, it literally tells you could be a righteous man all your life. I'm out here all day, every day, bringing out the truth, and then I go and do some stupid shit. All of my righteousness has been forgotten, and I deserve death. Now, get it. Go to Ezekiel chapter 33 and get verse 12. But if I was a wicked man all my life, and I turned from my wickedness back to righteousness, and turned not away from that righteousness, the Most High will forgive me of my wickedness, and He will no more remember that wickedness.
If the righteousness is that of the blood of Jesus Christ, and you know what I'm saying, the Trinity, you know what I'm saying, because that's heavy. What He did for us was the act that made it possible. You know what I'm saying? The fact that He loved us so much that He gave the only one that has ever been born and walked with no sin to hang there.
You know why He was sacrificed?
Because
you said it too. He had no sin, right?
Yeah, no.
So that made Him the perfect lamb.
He was a perfect lamb.
So what do we? Listen. Just listen. I see. You got a lot of zeal right now. The Spirit's on you. But listen. So He never sinned. So when you get a lamb righteous for a sin sacrifice, that lamb can't have blemish. So in other words, that He was representing a lamb without blemish by not sinning. So when He gave the sacrifice of His life for our sins, He was getting rid of the daily sacrifice, because people were coming in and they were going into sin, and then they would go do the daily sacrifice, and they would leave from the sacrifice and literally go back to the sin immediately. And the Most High was very displeased with that behavior. So He sent Yahushua to do away with that as the perfect lamb. And so now we don't have to go to the rabbi or the high priest and do a sacrifice. We can pray to repent our sins ourselves, and Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, or God, in the name of Jesus. You understand that? So that's what that really did. So He didn't die for everybody's sins. He didn't. In 14 it says cosmos. It doesn't say world. So what is that? God so loved the whole world that He gave His only begotten. Yeah, He said world, and that the word world is actually cosmos.
Well, I was going universe off cosmos, right? Because the cosmos is like
no,
universe,
actually,
right?
The word cosmos, you're going to find out that it doesn't mean that. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. This is how we do this. We're going to go into the Strong's. It's the Bible. It's like a Bible dictionary kind of etymology and stuff.
One of the homies had one. Yeah.
So I have one of those at home myself. John 3 and 16 KJV Blue Letter Lexicon.
Should I move
God so loved the world.
Should I move the camera?
No, I'm going to get the show you what the words actually say in the Latin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bring it over a little more, Aiden. Okay. Sometimes my John chapter 3, KJV, Blue Letter Lexicon.
If you put the car right here, I mean your camera, you can get the movement of the cars. You know what I'm saying? So then as they're hearing, it's like you guys are speaking to all the people.
Sometimes we sit over there, but you guys occupy that spot, so we stay over here.
No, I was saying the camera, just to get the corner view.
John chapter 3, KJV, Blue Letter Lexicon. So we're gonna get this. Whoops.
I did.
There it is.
God so loved the world, He gave His only
There you go.
begotten.
Watch this. I want to show you something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the Strong's. I want to. Hey, come over here. I want to show you something. This is John 3 and 16 So when you go to the word world, I'm going to click on it right there. See that? And it's the word is cosmos. Okay? Cosmos. So I want you to look at this. What now? God so loved the world that he gave the ungodly multitude, the whole mass of men alienated from God and therefore hostile to the cause of Christ. You know what that's saying? Who was alienated? Who did the Most High turn his back on? The Israelites only. So that's blacks, Mexicans, like for the most part, it would be the natives in this country, the natives, the so-called black.
People of this pigment. It would be a darker pigment.
But it's really not a skin color thing at this point because we're a scattered bird. It even says that my inheritance is a speckled bird. So you're going to have Mexicans as white as Britney Spears, all the way as dark as Wesley Snipes. You're going to have black, so-called Yahweh, the black people, Judah, white to black. The Gadites. My grandmother is 100% Apache, and she has an afro and everything. But my mom says that she's Cherokee. I can't prove or deny that she is. I can't say she is or isn't, but she's a Caucasian. So that right there tells us speckled bird. But we're gonna go back to the class. Where did we leave off at?
You said Ezekiel 33 and
Yeah, let's get the righteous man. We'll go back to the class.
Ezekiel 33 and verse 12. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day he turneth from the wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth.
So it's telling you, like I just told you earlier, it's literally written in the Bible, the day that you sin is your righteousness is forgotten. And the day that you stop being a sinner, your wickedness is forgotten, but you can't turn back to the world. So go back to Matthew chapter 24.
If innocence that can save anybody, one main thing is his nose. Stinking. They may say, but they know the truth. Children always deceive who like me.
Matthew chapter 24, verse.
Where do we leave off at?
That's
20. I read.
Yeah. Okay, go to 20.
Yeah, I read.
Just like yeah. Take that on.
22.
Go back to 21 again. Because we left off at Jeremiah at 30 and 7, that this will be the time of Jacob's trouble, but you'll be saved out of it. Go ahead.
Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Keep going.
And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
You know what's crazy about that saying, that these days are going to be shortened? And if these days weren't shortened, that the whole everything would be destroyed. If you were to look scientifically, the days are physically speeding up. They're literally speeding up. That's why it seems like time's like for real flying.
It is, huh?
Yes.
It is actually, right?
That's crazy. These prophecies.
That is crazy.
That's why I'm saying knowing the truth will make you free. The freedom is understanding, wow, this Bible's speaking, and it's like literally telling us what's happening next. And so once you learn that, then you become that. If the Most High shows you that shows you prophecy. That shows you that you're a prophet because you're able to say before. So keep reading.
Then if any man, verse 23, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not.
So in these last days, all of these Christians are going to be the first ones telling you, Christ is over here with me. Nah, he's over here with me. No, I got Christ over here. Like that woman this morning. She had Christ with her, yet she wouldn't leave me alone. She couldn't humble herself. She didn't follow any scriptures because it literally tells you a woman should not usurp authority over a man. In other words, assume to have authority over a man. That's biblical. So if I'm out here teaching, she should show respect. That's all it's saying. Have respect. Keep going.
So you basically, by saying that, you're saying that she should not have brought up her like what
she had a question, but her question was a loaded question, so she already had a narrative right from the jump.
So she had an answer that she had already decided.
She said, do you think you have patience? And I told her, no, I don't have fucking patience. Look where we're at. Look at the world we're in right now.
Yeah.
And then she said, do you think you're being prideful? I said, no, I think you're being prideful because you're coming over here and interrupting my class to hear about you, and all of a sudden your question is so important, I have to stop teaching. I should stop teaching for you. It says the woman, she came over there and usurped authority. She assumed that she had authority over me. She got spit on at the end. That's what happened to her. Not by me. I don't spit on people because I don't got enough spit. I need all of my saliva for preaching. But you mess around, you fuck around and find out. That's all there is to it. Keep reading.
But there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
You know what the basic thing is? You can go on YouTube and watch all of these Christians do these miracles. But then you find out that they go to the next town with the same blind person and make that blind person see again. They go to the next town
Get the fuck out of here.
and do the same
Get out of
shit.
here,
It's
dude.
all an act, bro. They can't do
Get out of
that.
here,
They're not
bro.
doing none of that. They're not doing none of that. They all, because what happens is there's a group of them. It's just like when you have the card hustlers. There's a group of them. They're all working together. That's why. And then everybody's throwing their money down. They all get paid for that. Everybody's doing this for pay. See, the one thing about this truth right here, I don't need anybody's money. I'm out here legitimately just for Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I don't want your money. One person gave us money once, and she literally forced it on me and my buddy because she said, you're going to take the cup of water that I'm giving to the prophet. And that right there made me have to accept her gift because I knew exactly what she was saying. That I was like, she was trying to save her own life by giving alms. And that's what it was talking about. She was taking the alms and saying that this is the cup of water I'm trying to give you.
What are you wearing? What is that?
It's called a tunic.
The tunic.
And so the reason why we wear a tunic is because Yahushua, or Jesus, wore a garment down to his foot. That's the only reason why we put these on, because it's said to be Christ-like.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to the fucking supermarket afterwards like this. I would wear fringes on my garments, but now we got all these camps fighting each other. You know how stupid that looks?
It does.
You know how it looks to see our own people? They're supposed to be like
United.
and I've seen videos where two separate camps will set up on the same corner and start fighting. Now, I mean, you come up to us and start fucking with us, you're definitely gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. That's called
everybody
self.
here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right? Because
Where it's self-defense at a certain point. We're not out here to hurt anybody. We're not out here to take money. We're not out here to fight. We're not out here to argue or debate. We're just out here to bring out classes. And according to Scripture, it says, I will show my faith by my works. It doesn't say you get into the kingdom by faith. It says to show your faith. Just because you're doing a bunch of works doesn't mean you have faith.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people up here going, Jesus, running up and down the street, taking donations, hit me on my Cash App, the super thanks, all that weird shit. But none of that's real. That's all a gimmick and an act. An act.
Yeah.
And it's all for money.
Right.
Go back to it. Come back over here.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to know what they were.
Oh yeah, it's called a tunic or a
tunic.
garment.
Oh, garment. All right. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot for slowing the teaching out.
No, all questions.
Yeah, no. I'm
Unless
joking.
they're loaded questions and you're trying to get a reaction like that woman. She came over for a reaction. Her question to me was, do I think that I'm patient and do I think I'm being prideful right now? I'm like, I think you're being prideful because you're stopping me from teaching. So she's the one that's in the wrong. She doesn't realize it. When you come up and you interrupt because the two of us come together to teach the word, this is now a church session according to the law, not to people walking up and down the street. So once you start, not like you can talk and stuff, but if you come up and you try to interrupt it purposely, now you've broken the law. Now it's harassment.
Yeah.
But it really, I don't consider an interruption if you have a sincere question. That's humble. You want to know something, you're going to get the answer. But you kind of come around telling people, do you feel like you're being prideful right now? Well, no. I mean, it takes a lot to come out here and get laughed at, have everybody turn their nose up at you just to bring out the word. In fact, where did we leave off?
Verse 25.
Go back to it. We're going to go back to it.
Matthew 24 and 25. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is the desert,
He's in the desert.
go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers. Believe it not.
So, if they tell you that the Lord's over here, no, he's over there, and you got these people, you know, there was a guy that went into a Catholic church just yesterday, somebody sent me the video, claiming that he was Jesus. Keep reading.
For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
He's going to come right out of the sky. And you know, Satan likes to mock the Most High. That's why they call him the illuminated one. That's why they used the word Illuminati in the first place, because they all belong to Satan. Keep reading.
For wheresoever the carcass is there, will the eagles be gathered together.
Keep reading. And go ahead, read.
Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
And that's the third woe. So when you go into the Third World War, that's what that's talking about. Keep reading.
Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Give me Revelation 11 and 12. He said that the other nations are going to mourn. This is why they don't want us to teach the Bible, because they know that they're running out of time. But we are so it says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it thereafter. Who's Jacob? Jacob, what's his name? His name is Israel. Yashar Allah, prince of a godlike power. So Jacob, the Israelites, are going to be the rulers in the kingdom that comes.
Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
All those nations, they're mourning. Why? Because they're going to watch that 1/3 of the righteous Israelites being a speckled bird. So it doesn't matter what color you are. It matters who your ancestors are. It's a bloodline, it's not a complexion doctrine. It's a bloodline doctrine. So the people that are going to be risen up, and the other people that have to watch, the righteous, sincere 1/3 of the Israelites are going to go into the kingdom. Not everybody. Hell no. I don't want wicked Israelites with me anyway. They have to be born into righteousness. That's why it says, and all Israel shall be saved, I thought. Well, there's going to be the 2/3 on this side that have to die a painful, horrific death, and then they'll be born into the kingdom through the 1/3 righteous. That's how we're going. But I thought in heaven that there was going to be no marriage and all that. That's a lie. How are we gonna be fruitful? What does to be fruitful mean? That doesn't make sense. It says in the Lord's Prayer, it says, oh wait, let's use Hebrew. Let's use the real Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadeshaya, Shamka, Ahaya Malakwatha, Fabarataza Wanka, Haya Aishaba Arataza. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Why do you think we're going to inherit the earth? Because thy kingdom's coming to earth. We're not leaving earth. There's no heaven with little white angels plucking on a harp, laying on a cloud. That is lies. That's a beautiful European depiction, but it's a lie. It's a big, fat, ugly lie. Finish up where you're at.
You want me to read 14?
Yeah, go get 14 and 15 also.
Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
The Second World War is past, and the Third World War is coming quickly. And go ahead.
And the seventh angel.
Wait, you skipped 13.
No, I read 13.
Read 13 again.
Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of 7,000 and
Slain of men, 7,000. That's a complete number. So when the Bible uses things like 7,000, it's saying that they're completely just destroyed a bunch of people.
And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to Yahweh of heaven.
So that 1/3 clearly was protected and saved because it said they were scared. But it told you in the verse before that they were taken up into the cloud during this destruction. So in this third woe, we're going to be taken away from the third woe, and the Most High is going to destroy this place. And then when he's finished, he's going to bring us back down onto the earth. We're going to rule over this earth. Now, the elites know this. They know it better than anybody. That's why some of the camps have went from $50,000 to $1.5 million within a couple months, and all they did was stop using the name Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Now, if that name is so bad, why does it's an expensive name, it sounds like to me. It's a real expensive name because it turns out you can get paid a lot of money to not say it. Where are we at?
14 and 15. You want me to read that? No? You want me to read 15?
No, go back to Matthew chapter 24. We're about to close out.
Okay. Matthew chapter 24.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to read 26 and then 27? I already read 26.
Go, jump.
I already read 26, but you want me to read it again?
You were immediately after the tribulation in those days, the sun will be darkened.
Oh, I guess.
You know what? Read verse 27 was 29 is it. So I guess we're gonna close out because get 27 or 20, 27, 28, 29, and we're gonna close out because it goes into the parable of the fig tree after that.
For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun darken, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heavens shall be shaken.
It's telling you about, it's describing the Third World War.
I need my voice is right.
Was that 29?
That was 29.
All right, I got one more verse and we're going to close out. Go to Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 15.
Obadiah?
Yeah.
Is it in the Old Testament?
It's in the Old Testament, right? It's very end of the Old Testament.
1 and 15.
Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
The day of the Lord is upon all you heathen. Keep going.
As thou hast done it, shall be done unto thee. The reward shall return upon thine own head.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. You know, I put out a class this morning. Do you know that Israel is fighting? They're protesting for their right to rape. And you can look this up. And the crazy part about it is they like men better than women. So as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Now, if you got eyes to see, keep reading.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. They shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
They're going to drink from the cup of the wrath of his iniquity. So, like, he's going to make them drink the cup of his wrath without mixture is what I meant. Salakia. So, I think you guys get the point. We are in those last days. We got wicked people coming up trying to stop the word from coming out. It was a perfect time for it because that's what we're talking about. These prophecies are being fulfilled. And if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you got something out of this message. Facing the east, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Ba'Kwakadash.
And double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers bringing out this 100% truth. Shalom.